spinal injuries, ETA 8 minutes.
It's everything clear in my mind. Sorry. I was working like any other morning in my office, and then around 11 o'clock I received a call from my daughter. She was looking for the mom. Daddy, where is mom? You know, Max had an accident.
Well, there was an access there that, you know, everyone went up onto the job, and Max was walking up that access stair, and it gave way, and it could have been anyone on the job, and unfortunately it was Max, and the stair moved as he was walking up and dropped out, and then he fell over 10 metres to the ground below.
Max was in ICU and he'd had a bad head injury and skull fracture, and they needed to operate. That was quite urgent. They pretty much told me from the get-go he'd broken at least 4 vertebrae, completely shattered, and he would definitely not be able to walk again.
You know, when I saw him on the bed, I said, look, this guy is not going to live. This guy, to me, was gone. A very strong, a very healthy guy. You know, when we found out what the problem was, it was completely devastating, you know, devastating.
We had a big fight on, like he had massive head injuries. They said that he didn't have any movement in his legs. You know, I guess we hoped that wasn't the case, but it ended up being the case.
The face of my wife, that's the first thing I saw. She told me, you're in hospital, you had an accident, and you're paraplegic. I had a brain skull fracture. I had a base skull fracture going through my cochlea here, and then I'm deaf on my left side. I had my collarbone, my shoulder blade. So I had a broken collarbone, chipped shoulder blade, broken wrist, part collapsed left lung. I had a few fractures on the back of my head.
Safety is so important. His accident should never have happened. If there was the right protocol in place, it wouldn't have happened. He wouldn't be in a wheelchair, he wouldn't have a spinal cord injury.
Because I wasn't aware of the scaffold was built with different components, different type of components, different brand. I mean, there was no catch deck, so if something would fall, it would be picked up by this catch deck, but that didn't have any.
If there's a near miss or you see something that's not right, you have to go in and fix it. And I think it's up to everyone to put up their hand and say, no, that is not right, or that happened, and let's find out, let's get an answer to this, because it does happen. People do get injured badly because it could be you, it could be your friend, it could be anyone you work with.
He's challenged every day with pain, tiredness. It's an ongoing battle.
I think if you see a safety hazard, the first thing would be to just stop and not walk past. Stop and go and find out what's happening.
I do believe that safety at work must be the biggest priority for everybody, from the top to the bottom.
These accidents shouldn't happen. No accident should happen. Sometimes it might mean having to spend a bit of money to fix something. Spend the money, because otherwise it'll cost a whole lot more.
Very lucky the staff, she stuck by me, and after 2 years of accident we got married. Now we got little Matthew, so I It took a lot of time, and I was obviously due to my injury, we did through IVF.
It's definitely difficult at times, but you just have to never give up.
What happened to me should not happen to anybody. If this will be something that can be used to prevent it, I'm happy to be part of it.